Before you learn to hit any shots, the most important skill to have is learn how to grip the racket properly. And there are basically two types of grips. One is the forehand grip, the other one is the backhand grip. Let's talk about forehand grip first. You know, forehand grip is really like a handshaking grip. What we call it is a handshaking grip. You know, you grip the racket like you will shake hands with someone. You know, place your hands over top of the side of the racket and hold the racket with a V type of V shape. When you look at the side of the racket, there's obviously two lines. You want to hold your racket towards the inside line a little bit, okay, and form kind of like a V shape. You know, you don't want it to grip it outside the line here. That's wrong, and too much inside. That's wrong, and just right on top of the second line right here. Okay, you have to. The one thing you have to be careful is you have to grip the racket very loosely. Okay, you have to relax. You know, you cannot hold the racket tight, like you holding, you know, like you trying to. Otherwise, you cannot get any power from any hitting. So you have to grip the racket very loose. Like if someone, just to give a general feel, if someone trying to take a racket away from you, they can almost take it, but they were stuck at the butt of the racket. Okay, they cannot get it out. So you have to hold it very loosely. This is how you hold a racket forehand, and on the backhand, it's the same grip as you would do as a forehand, but you have to move your thumb. You know, put your thumb behind the racket face. We'll say the inside face of the racket. You have to put your thumb behind the inside face of the racket, but it's obviously on the handle of the racket. You put it back against. That's the backhand grip. When do you use backhand grip? When you do a defensive shots in doubles. When you try to hit a smash or block a smash on the backhand, anything that involves with the backhand, you need to use a backhand grip. Okay, that's including backhand clear, backhand drop, backhand block, backhand net shots. Anything that's involved with hitting a backhand, you need to use a backhand grip. Forehand grip, anything that's involved with hitting a forehand, including overhead shots, block forehand, lift, net lift, and the net drops. You have to use forehand grip. Okay, there is a short grip right here. That's mainly used in a fast drill where you want it to hit really fast at the net. When you're approaching at the net, you want to dug yourself to kill the shot at net, especially around the net. You wanted to use a little bit of a shorthand grip right here. Backhand, you turn your wrist, put your thumb behind it, and you know, you stay in the front. And also on defense, doubles defense, you want to use a short grip, just because it gives you a shorter reaction time. Okay, so if it's too long, then obviously the reaction time is a little bit slower. When the smash comes to you at the speed of 200 miles per hour, you need as much time as possible. So the short grip is going to help you to react faster. Okay, at the net, it's the same thing, you know, because the shuttle comes over to you pretty fast. You need to hold the racket shorter to be able to block the shots. Okay, to be able to block the shots. You know, obviously you hold it long, it's a little bit slower. You know, each swing takes longer. Each swing takes longer. So the shorter grip is going to help you, you know, to go faster, 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 faster. Okay? So on the defense, the short grip It's going to help you to play, to help you to have faster reaction time on the defensive shots. So the longer grip comes into play with any overhead shots where you want it to generate power. You know, you want it to, you hit a smash and you want to hit a drive. You have to backhand, flat clear, anything involving power. You wanted to use more power. You wanted to use a long grip, the regular grip, okay? Backhand and forehand. So anything you want to hit with longer distance. Smash, clear, you know, but if drop shots from the overhead drop shots, you do want it to use a long grip. You don't want it to use a short grip because it doesn't give you a lot of variety. The longer grip, you can create many different skills, many different shots from the long grip. Okay, the next thing I'm going to show you is your ready position when you play a game. So since badminton, the badminton play is, you know, you can only serve diagonally. You know, in this little area, you know, you start from the even side, you have to serve to the even side. So when you get ready for people to serve, your position is not in the middle of the court because he's not going to serve to the left-hand side. So your position is starting from the even side. So it's in this area. Since you don't know, there's two types of serves. You know, really there's more than two types, but generally there's a long serve, there's a short serve. So your ready position should be, you know, it should be 2 or 3 feet away from the service line. So in this area, so you can cover, if your opponent serves short, you can get to it, to the net. If your opponent serves long, you can quickly move to the back and hit overhead shot. So your ready position should be in the middle area of this court, you know, just about 3 feet away from the service line, okay? The ready position is very important because that's how where you generate your movement, your power, you know, to move forward and move backwards. So to be able to react to your opponent's serve quickly, here's the ready position. I'm left-hander. For the right-handed players, you need to do the opposite direction, okay? Your non-racket foot should always be forward, okay? Put your non-racket foot about your shoulder length, okay? Just move a little bit forward and stand sideways, okay? But not completely sideways. Turn to the other side. You cannot see your opponent. You should be stand a little sideways, but your non-racket foot move towards the net a little bit, and your weight should be distributed even between your non-racket foot and your racket foot, okay? If you think your opponent's gonna serve short, so you might need to lean forward a little bit, you always have to keep your racket above your shoulder, okay? Just somewhere right here. Or some people can actually get ready like this, you know, so, which is fine, you know, whichever way you want to, you feel the most comfortable with on the court, that should be it. And try to keep your knee flexed a little bit, okay? You know, you don't straight up like this, you cannot move, you know, because there's no way you can move with your stiff legs, okay? So you have to flex your knee a little bit and put your racket hand a little bit up. So this way, when people serve high, you get ready right away with your overhead stroke. If your opponent serves a short serve, you can quickly get to it. So that's why you keep your racket at the ready position. Okay, you move backwards or you move forward. Okay, so for right-handed player, You ready? Sideways, and distribute your weight evenly on your both legs, and get ready and move. Okay, that's right-handed player. Keep your racket at shoulder level. Okay, you can keep it above your shoulder, which is fine, and normally relax yourself. Okay, grip your racket pretty loose. Okay, you don't want to keep it very tight. That's when you lose, you can generate power. When you grip it tight, there's nothing you can do. Okay, so left-hander, get ready in this mid area. All right, number one, foot towards the front of the net, back foot, place it, you plant back foot, okay? And keep your shoulder, keep your racket at the shoulder length, and watch your opponent. And actually, you might want to lift your back foot a little bit, just because that's where you can move quickly, okay? So the trick is you don't let your heel, you don't let your back heel touch it. You plant it, and as you're getting ready, and you lift your heel a little bit. That's where you're gonna generate the push to the front and the push to the back. Another very important skills I'm going to share with you is the badminton serve. We're very lucky today to have Chandra helping me. Chandra is a very good badminton player. He's also the Golden Gate Badminton Club coach, and he's going to help me to demonstrate this drill with you, okay? For you. There's a couple of different types of serves, and we're going to first do the forehand serve, forehand long serve. The forehand long serve is just to keep your opponent in the back, to give yourself some time to set up on your defense, okay? So, your position should be 2 or 3 feet behind the service line, okay? Like Chandra does, he's standing probably about 3.5 feet behind the service line. And if you're players that you don't have enough strength you feel like you don't have enough strength to get all the way to the back, you can stay a little bit closer. But for Chandra here, it's about 3 feet away right now. And your ready position should be like Chandra. Your non-racket foot in the front, and racket foot in the back. And the weight is on the back foot. And the length should be shoulder length, okay? Nothing wide, it's not real wide. It's not real narrow, like the shoulder length. It's perfect stand right here. Look at Chandra, it's very perfect right here. And it's a sideways, it's kind of like a sideways position, right? But it's not completely sideways, so you're not looking at your opponent, you're looking at wall. This is wrong. So like him, like Chandra, and the left foot is kind of towards the net a little bit. It's not completely on this side, then it's wrong, you're gonna fall. So position yourself, distribute your weight evenly, and then put your weight in the back, okay? So for the shuttles, to hold the shuttles on your left hand side, with your left arm, with your left hand, and just hold the middle of the shuttle. Don't hold it very tight, and hold the shuttles above your chin level, like Chandra, above your chin level, okay? And your racket hand in the back, it's a ready position to hit the shuttle as Chandra drops it, okay? So to hold the shuttle slightly in front of you, not all the way there, but slightly in front of you and at the chin level. And then when he drops it, he follows the racket through to hit the shuttles, and all the way until his racket reaches on his non-racket foot, okay? So let's hit one, Chandra. Perfect. You see the height? Let's hit another one. See the finished position. Let's watch the finished position. You see, when Chandra, after he hits, let's do once. After he hits, his weight is shifting all the way. Watch this, all the way to the left foot. Okay, and the position, follow through position, is also finished at the left hand side. Okay, it's not the right hand side. It's not here. It's left hand side. And then you lift your right foot slightly up, tilt it up a little bit, and that's a perfect position. Let's see again when Chandra serves, okay? From the back, shifting weights, shifting to the front. Good. That's perfect. Let's do it again, Chandra. One more. Watch his hand. Watch his hand. Watch his finish. Watch his finish, okay? It's right here. It's right here. It's right here. Okay. So that's how you hit a high serve. And of course, you know, you don't just hit a high serve to the back. And there's certain areas in the back you want to hit high serves too. So here's a simple drill can help you when you practice at home, and to really focus, you know, to give you focus on your accuracy, okay? So I'm just gonna stay here, let Chandra, you know, you can do it, you know, generally you want 10 shuttles. Just for the purpose of this demonstration, we're just gonna use 5. We're gonna use 5 shuttles, and but at home you wanna use 10 shuttles, okay? To practice serve. So what you do is, on the opposite of the court, all the way back in the baseline here, you can divide the baseline into 3 different areas. You can, the corner area, the middle area, and the inside area, okay? So let's just focus on this side when Chandra serves. So we wanted to practice serving into the corner area. What you do is you can have a few shuttles just to line up here, just to line up in this area. So I want Chandra to focus on serving the shuttles, okay? To land the shuttles in this area only, okay? So 10 shuttles, you can practice it and try to serve and land in this area. Okay, let's try it, Chandra. Very good. Good, follow through. Very good. Shifting weights. Very good. Watch his ready position. Watch his finished. Focus on his ready position. Racket, where the shuttle, where he holds the shuttle, how he shifts his weight. Perfect. There's another drills can really help you to nail the long serve down, is you can break serve into 3 different parts, okay? So you can be a ready position and shifting your weight position to completing your serve. So you break into 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm gonna let Chandra show you how to do that. The long serve, so I'm gonna break it down one by one. So let's do it. Ready position, and 1 is ready. 2, when Chandra is shifting his weights to the left hand, and 3, make the contact. Okay, so let's try this again. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's do it one more time. And the 1, ready position, you know, weights on the back. 2, start shifting weights. And 3, make contact. Number 3, drop the ball, make contact. Okay? Now we're gonna talk about the other type of serve, you know, still the forehand serve, but we're gonna do it. This time is the short serve. Instead of serving all the way to the back, we're serving to the front. You know, just barely past the service line. on the other side, okay? The purpose of this serve is to, when you wanted to initiate the attacking game, if you wanted to you wanted to limit your opponent to hit certain type of shots, you know, then you wanted to serve short. So he cannot hit any overhead shots. When you hit a long serve, keep him in the back, he can hit different types of overhead shots. But when you serve short, there's only a few shots he can hit with, you know, it's not completely underarm, but he cannot hit a smash shot at you. If you have a good serve, a high quality short serve, barely skimming over the top of the net, and there's very limited few shots your opponent can hit. Certainly not attacking shots they can hit back to you. Okay, so let's try this. It's the same setup as the long serve, and a 3 feet away, or in this case, you know, 2 feet away, 3 feet away, 4 feet away, depending on where you feel the most comfortable. And the same setup, non-racket foot in the front, shoulder length, and the racket foot in the back, and the racket, you know, is parallel, kind of parallel, you know, a little bit parallel into the back, and you open the face, you know, you don't open the face like this, you kind of close your face a little bit, so when you follow through, you can hit, you know, you can hit, follow through, right? You can hit the shuttle. Same thing right here, ready position, you know, shadows at your chin level, and slightly in front of you, okay? And when you make a contact, this time you don't hit the shuttle. You don't try to hit the shuttle all the way to whip the shuttle back to the court. This time you kind of push the shuttle a little bit. Just push the shuttle over the net, okay? Your focus is on the shuttle right now, and then push it over the net, okay? Let's try it, Chandra. And we'll probably make it 1-2 motion, okay? Let's try it. 1, ready, and 2, drop the shuttle, and just get over the net, okay? 1 in the back, ready motion, 2, drop the shuttle, and catch the shuttle, okay? So see how Chandra dropped the shuttle, and catch it, and see the way you still shift to the left-hand side, okay? The finish position is still to the left-hand side, okay? To the non-racket leg, okay? It's not finishing here. And then his body position is towards his opponent, okay? Let's try a couple. Okay. Back. 1, 2, okay? This is perfect. The shuttle just barely goes over the net and then drops immediately, you know, right in that service line area, okay? Let's just do that one more time, okay? Good. All right, the drills you can do, same as the long serve, 10 shuttles. We use 10 shuttles. You can use it and put it right here, and you take one at a time to serve, and you also trying to focus on the area where you want to serve. Okay, let's see. I want Chandra to serve in this area, so Chandra will be focusing on just to land the shuttles in this, well, let's call it, you know, inside number 1 area. Number 2 area is the middle area, and the corner area is number 3, okay? So we wanted to put these 3 shuttles right here. Okay, so actually we wanted to put it right here. Okay, so number 1 area, I'm gonna say number 1. Chandra is just focusing on landing the shuttles in the number 1 area, okay? Good. Say number 2. Good. Nice. And number 3, let's serve to the corner in this area. It's perfect. It's right in this area. You want to hit the line. When you hit the line, it's good. It's in. And the outside area obviously is for doubles. So we're focusing on singles right now. So we just wanted to be serving inside this area, okay? Perfect. Now we're gonna share with you is the backhand serve. You know, how to serve backhand. Backhand is very important in the doubles games, and why? Because you know, it's especially in doubles, it's not very advantageous. You know, advantageous to serve forehand because it is a longer motion. You know, you have to use your body and longer time. In doubles competition, you know, time is, you know, is really a key because when you do that motion, after you count that shuttle, since this distance is shorter, is very short, is shorter, and when you hit it through, your opponent in doubles, they are standing right at the net on the other side. So as soon as you serve, they can hit a shuttle back to you. So you don't have too much time to come back to get ready, get set. So what we always use in doubles is the backhand serve. You know, trying to square to your opponent. After you serve, you can see your opponent to hit back to you the shuttles. So it's a much more efficient way to serve, and it's a better technique, what we call a backhand serve, okay? It's mainly used in doubles. However, you can use it in singles nowadays. A lot of people use it in singles, okay? So we're gonna let Chandra demonstrate how to serve backhand. It's the backhand serve, you wanted to keep your dominant leg forward. You know, on the forehand serve, you actually keep your non-racket forward. But on the backhand serve, you want to slightly keep your racket foot forward, okay? And now you gotta change to, you're gonna have to change to the backhand grip, the grip I talked about earlier, okay? The grip, you put kind of thumb, you know, it's a short grip, okay? So when we talked about earlier, the grip, you have a long grip, you have a short grip. The backhand serve is a short grip. So you want to move your hand forward, upward to the racket a little bit, and you put your thumb behind the face, along the face side of the behind the racket, okay? So here's how you hold the racket on the backhand serve, okay? Let's get a ready position. And your way is actually slightly towards the non-racket, towards the racket foot, okay? You hold the shuttle in front. This time you don't hold the shuttle very high. You actually have to hold the shuttle low because it has to be below your rib, right? So you hold the shuttle first rib. So you hold the shuttle a little bit low and you get ready, set, you put your racket face is behind the shuttle, and you see Chandra's hand. He doesn't try to hold the shuttle like this. You know, he let it kind of flat because as soon as the shuttle, when he stretches the shuttles, he has to be able to have the room to move back and forward. So your hands cannot be in his way, cannot be in the racket's way. So you put your shuttle slightly in front of the racket. You know, keep your racket forward a little bit, and when you bring it back and forward, okay, bring it back and forward so your hands are all the way, okay? So that's number one. Ready, and two, keep it moving back, and three, strike the shuttle, okay? 1, 2, 3, and be careful when you're trying to serve backhand. You try to really push the shuttle over the net. Push it over the net, okay? You try to push it over the net, okay? Try to keep it as tightly you know, as tightly to the net as possible, on top of the net as possible, okay? So keep it in front of you and put racket behind. And this motion is really short, okay? So you don't go stop. It's one motion, kind of bring your racket back and forward, okay? One, like this, right. So I want you to see a couple of more times how Chandra serves it. Get ready. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So let's say 1. How do you do 1? 1, put it in the front, put a shuttle in the front. 2, put it in the back. Put a racket behind the shuttle. 3, strike. Okay? All right. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. I want you to focus on how tight, you know, Chandra hit the shuttle over the net. Okay? 1, 2, behind, 3. Beautiful. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Good. Same type of drills you can do for backhand serve. Okay? So you can divide this area into 1, 2, 3, and trying to serve 10 shuttles each at the time. Okay? Trying to land 10 shuttles in the number 1 area. Let's say the number 1 area is right here. We probably do the shuttle number 1 area, and to serve somewhat 10 shuttles to this area, 10 shuttles to the middle area, and the 10 shuttles to the corner area. This time the corner area is a little bit bigger because doubles, the sidelines of doubles is wider than the singles, so that we play the outside line. So you can serve all the way to here. It is very important in doubles, you know, when you serve backhand, you're trying to use all area of the courts, okay? Since your opponent is standing up right here, you know, so you want to be able to placing your serves to different angles, okay? To different corners. Let's try, you know, let's have Chandra to serve. As I'm his opponent, I'm receiving the shuttles, I'm receiving the serve. It becomes very important, just an exercise for Chandra to serve in this area different. So the other way to practice the backhand serve is you can have your opponent on the other side, get ready position, and have Chandra to serve at me. Good. The goal is to change. The purpose of drills is to serve into different areas, okay? Don't let your opponent to intimidate you. Good. Let's do just one more, okay? Now this on the other side. Good. All right, the next drills we're going to share with you is the clear drill. It is the overhead drill. The purpose of the clear is to keep your opponent in the back court and to give yourself time, just like the high serve, give yourself a time to come back, you know, to set up for your next shot, okay? So the position for clear is just like the position when you serve to the long serve, okay? So Chandra, come up here a little bit, and you're ready, your non-racket foot in the front, and your racket foot in the back. And when you get ready, it's like the serving position, but when you get ready, this time you turn sideways a little bit towards, you know, not completely towards the wall because you want to see your opponent, okay? So your racket hand, the elbow drops down a little bit, all right? And your non-racket foot elbow actually pulls up a little bit. And so the position is your racket hand elbow a little bit lower, non-racket hand elbow a little bit higher. And here's your ready position, okay? Weights on the back. And that's one. And when you hit, you turn, you rotate your hip, and to turn, and you hit, you contact the shuttle at the highest point possible, okay? Then you follow through until you finish the racket at your non-racket foot, okay? So let's do one. Get ready, 1 and 2. Beautiful. Shifting the weight. See, when Chandra finished, he shifts the weight to the right hand side, to the left hand side, okay? All right, so that's the setup for the clear. So we're just gonna demonstrate a couple of shots and watching Chandra when he actually hitting the shuttle, okay? That's the number one for the beginner level. We can use this drill, okay? So I am going to serve. You can have your teammate to serve at you. Good. 2, nice. Solid contact. Watch the fly of the shuttle all the way back, okay? So try to clear all the way back to the back court. That's the purpose of the clear, okay? This is one drill. After you master the clear, and you can find your teammate can hit the clear with you, so you want to have this drill. It's just one shuttle, okay? So you don't do multi shuttles. So you don't need to serve back to him. You use one shuttle. You ready? With one shuttle, okay? So you will serve to your teammate first, and then he will clear back to you, and you will move back and to do the clear back to him. All right, let's just rally and back and forth. Let's get ready and serve. Chandra serves back. I clear back to him. Clear back to him. Same thing. Follow through. Follow through. Follow through. Okay, this is the straight clear. Obviously, you can do the cross-court clear. That's another drill. Chandra, same thing. But then when he turns, he has to turn to cross because we're doing the cross-court clear now. Okay? So you can do this drill. We can do the cross clear. Okay, now Chandra can move to the right hand side. His left, my right. We can do the couple of clear drills. Straight clear on the other side. Now it's around the head. Set up. Careful, set up, down, and follow through. Okay? So you can do this for 4 corners. You can do the straight forehand, cross court, and the cross court the other way, and the straight this way, okay? So this drill, we just learn the basic techniques, how to hit a clear. Your ready position, where you contact the shuttle, and a couple of drills to help you to master the skill of a clear. All right, the next skill we're gonna show you is the drop shot. It is very similar to the clear shot we just showed you, but instead, when you hit the clear, you want to make solid contact on the shuttle, and you're trying to force the shuttles to the back of your opponent's baseline. But on the drop shot, you actually wanted to hit the shuttle. When you contact shuttle, you wanted to hit lighter. You don't want it to hit full force. The object of the drops is to move your opponent from the back to the front of the net. So it's a dropping just right over the net, okay? So the ready position, let's move this way, Chandra, is the same as the drive. It's the same as the clear. It's the setup motion. Let's here, and the non-racket foot in the front. and the racket foot in the back, weight on the back, and the ready position, elbow on the racket foot, elbow on the racket hand is a little bit lower, and the other non-racket hand is a little bit higher. What you wanted to do is this hand you are guiding where the shuttle is coming from. So that's why you put this hand forward, okay? So here's the ready position. And when you hit, you turn. This 1 and 2, okay? So you can see it when Chandra finish the drop shot motion, he does not throw like the clear. You can hear the sound. You can hear the kind of whipping sound clear through. But on the drop shot, you don't hear any sound. Let's try it. 1, 2, because he wants to tap the shuttle over the net, just over the net, okay? So the drill we can do on the first one, we're gonna do a service. I'm gonna serve to Chandra, just have Chandra to drop over the net. You want to focus in this area, okay? You want to land the shuttle in this area, okay? So anything beyond this area is not very good drop. The drop should be closer into this area before the service line, okay? So the first drill we're gonna do is we're gonna serve to Chandra. I'm gonna serve to Chandra, so have Chandra to drop from his forehand straight to the front of the net. Nice, very nice. See his follow through? His follow through is when he's in the back, follow through, just slow it down. From the back, same motion, like you hit a clear, stop right here. Just tap the shuttle and let it drop naturally, okay? Let's do this. Good. Good, okay? Now we can move Chandra to the other side. So he's gonna drop diagonally now, okay? It's the same thing, but you have to keep the racket. Chandra has to keep the racket. When he contacts shuttles, watch his racket. Watch his racket. You know, he's keep his racket outward, you know, towards this area, okay? Let's do it. Good. Nice. Nice. This area. All right, that's called the around the head cross court drop, okay? So the third one is around the head straight drop, okay? Still in this area. Beautiful. See where he drops his shuttles? Okay, now Chandra, his racket, instead of going outward when he drops cross court, he's going inward a little bit to bring inside this straight line, okay? To inward a little bit, okay? Around the head and inward. Good. Again. All right, same technique, same follow through, inward, but at a little bit bigger stand, so we can drop cross court from the other side. It's the forehand cross court drop shot. Nice. Same thing, bring it inward, bring it inward, good. All right, so this is at the very beginner level. You can try to get some practice, some feel in. You will serve to your teammate and they can drop into these 4 different areas. Forehand, straight, forehand cross, around the head straight, around the head cross. But when you become a little bit more familiar with the shots you hit, you can try to practice some consistency. You can do this one more drill using 1 shuttle, okay? So you lift back to Chandra and you lift back again. And here's where we're going to talk about the next couple of videos is the lift. How do we do lifts? Okay, for the time being, it's just this drill so we can show you that you can practice consistency on the drop shots. Okay, this drill will demonstrate the different ways of hitting the drop shots. We also learn the basic technique of hitting the drop shots, the ready position, the follow through position, and the different drills of how you can hit the drop shots. And you can hit drop shots from the straight, and forehand straight drop shots, cross court straight drop shots, around the head straight drop shots, and around the head cross court drop shots. And we also show you a couple of different drills of how to practice drop shots.